Welcome to Fred Achando Analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Sources indicate that President William Ruto is urgently looking for the former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta because something is happening in Kiambu County that will spoil his bid to get any votes in the second term. It seems like ever since William Ruto took oath of office, everything that he does is being looked at by the allies and supporters of Uhuru Kenyatta as tantamount to sabotage. Yesterday I analyzed here that the governor of Kiambu, Mr. Kimani Wamatangi, had told William Ruto that Uhuru's popularity in Central and especially in Kiambu is rising and his influence is unmatched. Because apparently there are MCAs who wanted to impeach him, but who is calling the shot? A former ally and a former governor of Kiambu. Now it does not end there. It's now emerging that there is another member of parliament, Gatundu member of parliament, Mr. Njoroge Kururia, who rallied his constituents to demonstrate and told off Ruto that they don't need a 13 billion shillings worth of dam that the UDA government wants to construct in Gatundu North constituency. There is a land that has been allocated and they want to construct a dam. Now, looking at how things are transforming in Kiambu, it seems that Uhuru Kenyatta is regrouping his people. Because when William Ruto sent the CS in the Ministry of Water, Madam Wahome Alice, the leaders there and the residents told her to take a strong message that they do not need this dam. And the reason why they are saying that they don't need this dam is that, number one, there is another dam that was constructed by Uhuru Kenyatta just 5 years ago. It's called Kameru Dam. For those who come from that place, you know Kameru Dam. And then just 5 kilometers away from Kameru Dam, William Ruto wants to spend 13 billion shillings to construct another dam. And so they feel that there is no any other explanation apart from the fact that William Ruto wants to sabotage Uhuru. Because in a real sense and economically speaking, you cannot build an expensive dam that is costing 13 billion shillings just 5 kilometers away from another dam that is existing. Instead, what you can do is even you can first lift it, and they feel that this is tantamount to trying to sabotage Uhuru's project. Because if you look at the history of William Ruto ever since he took oath of office, he's done everything to show that he's reversing everything that Uhuru did. Just today, there is an order reversing the uniform that the police is supposed to wear, and it's saying that the police are now allowed to put on the old uniforms. The NTSA has been now reversed back to the Transport Ministry, and several things that Uhuru Kenyatta did. The ban on GMO has been lifted despite the fact that Uhuru placed it 10 years ago. So he's doing everything to ensure that he reverses everything that Uhuru Kenyatta did. So the residents of Kiambu feel that they will not allow William Ruto to sabotage Uhuru Kenyatta in his backyard. They are also saying that the manner in which this thing is done is unilateral without any consultation with the local leaders. They are being told that the residents will be evacuated into some arid land in Murang'a, and they feel that where they are is a place that is agriculturally viable, and so if they have to move, then they must go to a land which is commensurate to where they are today. And they feel that it's unfair to be moved from a land that is productive into some semi-arid land, and they have saying wamekataa. They also feel that it is a joke Just recently, they were lining up to get some relief food, a packet also of corn flour or maize. And then, now the government is coming with a project that is worth 13 billion shillings. Yet they are dying of hunger. And they say that this money can be put into better use instead of now reviving another dam. Is it a case of mispriorities? Because a government that was talking so much and so big about their priorities and accusing Uhuru Kenyatta of a man who never prioritized well is now coming up with projects that really, if you look at, someone would even ask Mr. D, who is the head of their economic plan, what is really happening, ladies and gentlemen. And experts believe that since William Ruto wants to do things on his own and is trying to sabotage the former president, this is going to backfire on him. And soon he will realize. And this is the reason why he is urgently looking for the former president. But how do you do this when you accuse him of a man who led a group of people to subdivide the land in Kilifi? You remember Galana Gulalu is accusing the president and is accusing him of state capture, and is saying that he will soon form a commission just to investigate him and possibly to prosecute him. We cannot blow hot and cold. If William Ruto wants reconciliation, like the one that he was preaching in Nyanza, let it be reconciliation. Not you, preaching reconciliation on one side, but on the other side you want to backbite a former president. You know, 5 years or 10 years is a short period. Sooner, he will find himself being called as a former president. And he should treat this former president the way you would want to be treated once he is out of power. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are coming from Kiambu, and especially from Gatundu North, do you think that Mr. Njoroge is right? Do you think this project is being rushed? Because in many ways, economists say that if you see a government rushing with a project, this is a cash cow project that is about to swallow taxpayers' money. There is no feasibility test. There is no consultation. And the motive behind it is just sabotage. Do you think it will work, ladies and gentlemen? That is my take.